starting lineup. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 4, Quincy. At 7 feet from Italy, number 77, Andrea. Point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 16, Patrick Beverly. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 2, Wesley Matthews.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. You look at the Lakers, and they're one of the elite teams in first place in the Western Conference.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner, they are really excited to see just how far they can go. They only get so many chances to win it all, and they have to be in that conversation.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. Dennis in at point guard. Randall out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Bryant in at the 2.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Beverly with the ball. Passes it to Ace. Down low. Here's Matthews. No good. Some solid defense from Bryant. Chandler the pass to Dennis. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Here's Beverly. Randall grabs the board.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And Steve, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Here's Flash after Wesley Matthews score. Here's Flash. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Chandler, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Feeds to Bargnani. Out to the wing. Beverly dishes to Bargnani. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Dennis. No good with the triple. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. Trailing by 5. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And in that matchup, it was a very close game, but it boiled down to foul trouble. And I thought that was the key because a lot of those starters had to go to the bench.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Knicks losing 6.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Flash, averaging 32 points a game. Fires the 3, and Kobe Bryant hits from deep. Bryant's got 9.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
And Beverly kicks to Anthony. The dish now to AC. Pass to Matthew. New York moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Anthony. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
And it's Beverly missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Kobe goes in. Here's Chandler. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
Now, I'll tell you what, they've been a step slow here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they're allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish to me.
Now, here's Beverly, averaging 6 points per contest. Dishes it to AC. Bargnani down low. He's against Cantor. Shots good from Bargnani.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Dennis passes to Kobe. Kicks it to Chandler. On the wing, Kobe. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good. Knicks trail by 8. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And that one's good. Beverly.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Here's Dennis. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Cantor.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Now here's Beverly. The shot is off. Nice D from Dennis. Lakers leading by 8. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Now Anthony. Wilson Chandler missing from long range. Here's Matthews. Can't get it to go. Chandler with the defensive effort.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Kobe. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Dennis passes to Randall. Matthews with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. There's the feed to Beverly. Picked by Bargnani. Beverly dishes to AC. And he gets it to go. AC's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Dennis passes to Randall. Here's Cantor. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for New York. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Beverly. He kicks to Green. He dishes it to Anthony. He feeds it to AC. Rebounded by the Lakers. Flash has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Bryant, and he drops it in from the low post. Kobe's got 13.
He's looking pretty confident out there. I mean, 5 of 7 so far from the field. He's feeling it.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Kurt Rambis.
Kevin, speed is their strong suit, and they'd like to play that way today if Coach has his way. He said there's no reason to hold these guys back. We'd like to push the pace as much as possible and play the game on our terms. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And the Knicks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clarkson comes in for Wilson Chandler. Anthony kicks to AC. Just 5 on the clock.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kelly's checked in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Again, the strong inside game and the second chance points quickly becoming a factor.
Kevin, it's absolutely the biggest factor in the game right now.
Knicks trail by 13. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Dennis. Here's the screen. Out to Hardaway. Off the pick. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback route.
Bargnani is checked in for Quincy Acey. Here's Flash, defended by Beverly. Pass to Dennis. Clock at 4. There's the pass to Kelly. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
The Knicks shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And it's Beverly missing.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Here's Clarkson. He had a big outing in that Celtics game as well. Hill passes to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away. Shot is no good. Good D by Hardaway. Knicks trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Anthony gets it to go.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Dennis. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Hardaway dishes to Anthony. They kick it out to Green. Passes to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Flash. And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Davis.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Hardaway. Anthony with it. Picked up by Davis. Anthony kicks to Beverly. Feeds it to Bargnani. Baseline jumper. And the shot is good. Bargnani's got 6 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Well, some players just get hotter as the season goes on. That's definitely been the case with these point guards since the All-Star break, as you can see in these shooting percentages. Well, you look at Flash, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates. But as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
Now here's Hardaway after Jordan Hill's miss. Shot's good.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
19.
Los Angeles leading by 9. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Good, nice play there from Dennis.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
And Beverly kicks to Bargnani. Picked by Bargnani. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Clock at 6. Doubled by Dennis. Green passes to Beverly. Nice D from Dennis.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Pass to Hill. Knicks with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pushing it up. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Hill left side. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Now Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one
Shooting
goes.
for New York, Joe Green. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Green.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kelly. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, it looks pretty clear. On the instant replay, guys, the ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or 2 left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you've just got to make sure you get it right at the end.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Dennis, he's in at the point. Robert Sacre is out there with Hill. Then there's Kobe. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside for Kobe. From downtown, Carmelo Anthony grabs the ball. New York shooting reasonably well, 45%. Rejected by Dennis. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Here's a look at some stats for Carmelo Anthony. They've gotten some big-time performances from him since the All-Star break. He's averaging 19 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Here's Flash, guarded by Hardaway. Hill passes to Dennis. Outside Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 5. Matthews into the lane. AC dishes to Anthony. Kicks it to Hardaway. New York moving the ball around. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers.
Here in the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Lakers and where they stand statistically. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also number 1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Flash in the last outing against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He finished with 31 points and was just filling up the stat sheet every way he could, coming away from the contest with a 5-by-5. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Rockets, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Checking out Los Angeles. They've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason. Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot, Clark.
It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Excellent D there from Anthony. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Hardaway. Doubled by Dennis. Hardaway kicks to AC. There's the dish to Anthony. Anthony right side. Green passes to Anthony. That 3 off the mark. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Flash. He's got 9. Chandler outside. Pass to Dennis. Goes up the baseline, and he gets the bucket. Flash has got 11 points.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those misses.
And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Anthony kicks to Hardaway. Now the Lakers on the break, and he lobs it up towards the rim, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And let's bring up